Hey y'all, so welcome to my reading. I was honestly just gonna do one today, but basically I wanted to come up here and talk about psychiatry and the medicinal industry and what a lot of these crooked officials actually do. Okay, this is my testimony. All right, so I'm tired of people who are like saying like, oh, doctors are not like that, psychiatry, shut the fuck up. This is a testimony. Okay, so what they do is that basically they first of all, a lot of these narcissists, what they do is that they attempt to get married in order to give birth to a child and basically utilize the child as their fortune, basically to be able to build stability upon that child. This is a copycat method of the Chinese traditional ancestral wisdom of why basically families stay together that long in communities and stuff like that. Okay, this is traditional wisdom. It's why people don't leave the house at like 25 until 26. Some people don't even leave the house until they're like 30. You know what I mean? That's tradition. Okay, there's a reason why that happens. And basically that's what narcissists do. They either want you out early or they want you out too late. Basically, it's all controlling. It's all to be able to control your body, your ancestral inheritance, which has a lot to do with your body. It's your light body. Okay, so it's not your human vessel, it's your light body. It's what also formulates and basically helps you move within your physical vessel, which is your basically like is what I seen as your servant or your persona. Okay, and basically because we are in servitude of the Most High, so our vessels are in servitude of us. Okay, so that's one. Second, basically what they do is that they experiment on these children and put them in scenarios and situations and give them medicine and all that jazz to be able to basically manipulate the way that the children behave in order to manifest and create a method to be able to empower the healing properties of the cure that they might be able to create. So basically not only creating the problem, but also attempting to create the cure for the problem. The only issue is that there is no cure because there is no real problem. The reality of the situation is a lot of these medical people in the industry are also still a part, especially Big Pharma. They're all a part of a huge Ponzi scheme when it comes to selling medicine. It's all one MLM giant pyramid scheme to be able to make sales, to be able to make money, even hurting other people, even experimenting on children. And people will do it for publicity. They will do it for anything, even including trafficking or anything like that. That's just what they do. That this is my testimony. I had been experimented on as a child. They had tried to hurt me, damage me, bully me, basically make me out to be a villain and an enemy. In order for me to basically, they wanted me to be violent with the world. And basically they just wanted me to be desperate for love, desperate for everything, to the point of terrorism. And that's what they also do to majority of the Muslim population. So what they do is that they attempt to entrap them in marriages and false constitutions and false just falsities and stuff like that, put children in that, and then they brainwash them. The same thing happens a lot in China. Okay, a lot of the same things happen in obviously MK Ultra in America, but it's not really working now, is it? Because everybody can see the truth for what it is, because they're idiots. They have no creativity, these kind of people, right? They barely even know medical science, really. They only know how to put formulas together and put chemistry formulas together. They don't even know what those chemical formulas really are, what they're meant for, what they symbolize. All they really know is that they're seeing signs of symbolism, and they project their insecurities onto the public. These are people who are medical professionals who are insecure about who they are and what they do and have not found themselves, okay? So if they do not have love, if they're not in that cherishing, kind energy, if they're not nurturing, they're most likely not there for your own better benefit at all, okay? That's just what they do. They have collaborated together on this, okay? See, collaboration. And the whole, that's basically it. Holy Spirit, what else is there that I need to say? What else is there that I need to say? Okay, basically, yeah, enlightenment about my father as well, or my dad. Okay, this is enlightenment about my dad and the pharmaceutical industry, because he's a narcologist, and so my mom is also a pharmacist, and both of them were dealing in the realms of pharmacy, and my dad experimented on me heavily in order to basically provide his own research, in which that also like trafficking, and my mother tried to traffic me and try to put me in false marriages, in order to basically not let everybody else know what kind of experiments they were putting on me, by putting me on that Britney Spears type of situation where they would basically put me in a false marriage and a fake marriage, and then especially to people who are just like my father, in order to abuse and oppress me, and then they get paid for that, okay? So they basically get paid to watch all their research victims, and studying victims, okay? These are predators, these are prey. I mean, these are prey. What they don't know is that since they're in the energy of predators, they are my prey. I eat them, and they don't understand that. That's why they try to eat me, and I'm like, haha, bitch, like, gotcha, nigga, touche. You know what I mean? And that's what they're not understanding, how I'm able to gobble up all that negative energy and give that deliciousness into the Most High. Okay, this all has to do with sensuality, okay? And yeah, these energies were supposed to be learned from. Okay, you're not supposed to be giving up your life to wisdom. Okay, you already are able to attain wisdom within yourself, for anything whatsoever. You don't need Google. But you know, it is what it is. So that's basically what I'm here to expose as well. So that's also a big reason to why all these people are getting karma. And there are other things that they don't want you to know, especially during the masonry stuff, but I am going to mention it again. A lot of these people feel entitled to your body in order to clone you, in order to reproduce your same essence, in order to enslave that, in order for them to make money. You see how it really doesn't make sense, because you could just, ask someone for a good idea and, figure out what you want to do in life and become a better person. But no, these people want money, and it seems like they are willing to go rounds and rounds and ways about to come get it. So basically all this trauma, conflict, all this bullshit is because they've been putting this energy on, like I said, especially little boys. A lot of this energy they're putting on little boys, so that they make them feel as if they have been experimented on, because they have been. So yeah, see, this is all to be able to stun the growth. This is like hormones as well, to be able to stun hormonal growth. This is also something to do with our pineal gland, okay? Fear and all that energy, right? Basically their whole study, especially my dad's study, was to be able to find out psychological reasons as to why behavioral patterns within abusive relationships and abusive homes are the way they are. He worked in the government. So listen to me closely. His whole research, what he got paid for, okay? A little bit, not always, but that's why they want the money, okay? Because they feel like they've done so much to be able to gain this money. So my dad's research was about how to be able to, like, what is the main reason and how do you identify psychologically when someone is like an abuse victim, or why that happens in the household and such. And the way that he did this was to beat me and my mother up. The way that he did this was to beat me up, okay? Put a whole bunch of injections in me of unclassified, fucking classified fucking injections, just testing all sorts of narcology bullshit on me, It didn't work. Obviously, I'm still here. They're both shocked because they beat the ever living fuck out of me, try to traffic me. They whipped me with a bull's whip. And then they would cause fake arguments in the house. My mother would be found. I saw my mom laugh a couple of times whenever there was something serious happening, but then she would pretend to love me. And then he actually loved, my dad actually loved me, but he was gone. So he was like gone. So he couldn't like register what he was doing. Which is what I keep trying to tell y'all about, why it's important for you to literally take care of yourself and take care of your mental health and pray to the Most High and speak directly to the Most High. Because my dad fucked with some juju, he lied on, he did a whole bunch of stuff, right? He was religious too, he switched around a lot. It was not it. He was not faithful, he was not loyal. But that's basically what I'm talking about. Because when you allow these energies and frequencies to get through you, to get to you, you become something like that. You start causing the problem. And in order for you to cover yourself up, you attempt to take accountability for the solution in order to cover up. That's what people do. In order to cover up something that you've done, most people tend to create a solution to the problem they've created and manifested. In order for that cycle to break, absolute integrity and sincerity is needed within self. Okay, before you even can start saying or calling people out for what they're doing, because a lot of these people that we want to call out are narcissists. And so what happens is when you call them out, they'll just try and use that same energy that you're calling them out with back onto you, maybe repeating the same things you do or repeating the same things you say, stalking you, watching you, and all that shit. Okay, that's basically all a part of their research program. Okay, yeah, and that's also something that you need to release. So a lot of these medicines are the reason why people don't get better when they take them isn't because the medicine is bad or the formula is bad or something like that. It's because the energy it was created and invented in was in order to enslave people in their minds. So a lot of the medicine as well that we get make us feel, especially in ADHD or any kind of hyperactive disorder or any kind of hyperactive energy, they tried to make it zombified and kill your pineal gland and all that jazz. And put it in the water. Yes, they do put it in the water, because I remember my mom selling giant boxes of like, what do you call it? Like to clean the rivers, to purify the rivers. And like, I mean, I was a child, so I didn't understand. But when I smelled it, I couldn't drink that fucking water. I couldn't. It was medicinal and chemical as all fuck. I couldn't drink that water. But they would just dump it right into the rivers. They would just dump it right into the water. Like, I don't know who gave them that authority. I don't even know. But it's as the government. That's how the government works. And I keep trying to tell y'all that my dad worked in the government. And I know this shit because he worked in the government. And the same thing happened to me. But not a lot of people are exposing this shit, because a lot of people who know that their parents are doing this shit to them are brainwashed and are frozen in fear. Okay? But this is basically why I'm revealing this information, so that everybody can fucking let go of the whole idea, oh, she's a conspiracy theorist. She's a liar. I mean, if you want to go to hell that bad, baby, you can go. You can go. Okay? Yeah, that mental conflict, you can't bring that over here. Any kind of energetic conflict or anything like that can't be brought into heaven. That can be brought here. Okay? At this point, we're clearing all this mental conflict from Earth. So if you're still in mental conflict on Earth for whatever reason, it should already be clear why it's there. If it's still not clear why it's there, then you are free to assume that you are the reason. You are free to assume you are the reason. Okay? So that you can be able to actually help and heal yourself. You're literally free to do whatever the fuck you want, and be aware of energies that try to give you options, like try to make it, oh, would you rather A or B? Like, who the fuck are you to even try to give me options for what I'm trying to do in my life? Like, that's really the energy you should be in. See? Happiness. Like, you should be able to protect your happiness at all costs, at all times. Yeah, that's Emperor energy. Yeah, Chariot, moving forward. There's this burden here, okay? Yeah, it's an illusion of this journey. That's what it is. It's basically like they basically make it seem as if these corporate industries, entities, these medical professionals, whatever the fuck they call themselves, what they do is that they try to make it seem as if life is such a difficult journey. Life is such a difficult journey. That's how they act. Like, oh, it's so hard to be alive. You should get some medicine for that. What? Like, what? Like, literally, huh? That's basically what they're trying to do every time. Oh, you're feeling a little bit of pain. You're feeling a little bit of a hurt. Well, you should get some medicine for that. Oh, you're feeling something attacking you. You should get some medicine for that. You feel like you can't be independent. Well, you should get some medicine for that. That's literally all they do. Well, you should just get some medicine for that. Like, that's all they say. And everyone's like, okay, you're a fucking genius. See? The truth. That's what I'm trying to say. See, free will. It's freedom. Like, they're trying to tell you how to live your life and what they're even trying to tell you what medicine is. Like, they don't want you to know, like, it's just crazy. They don't want you to know, like, the thing is that they don't have the ability to want anything anymore because they no longer have desires. These energies don't have any desires, okay? They don't want anything from you. Just remember that, okay? And these darker forces, these darker energies, these kind of entities, these people who think they have power, they have no power. They can't will or want or desire. They can't do it anymore, okay? They can't think, they can't breathe, okay? That's why they're trying to change the air. They can't drink water, okay? That's why they're trying to poison the water, okay? They can't do anything. They're suffocating in their own fucking demise. That's what they're doing. They're imploding from the inside out. They're dissipating. They're going through imperishment. It is actual hell. And that's what they have to go through until they're null. Yeah, death. Because they tried to kill humanity. You get me? They tried to kill the humanity within Earth. Right? The only thing that's keeping us from taking care of ourselves, taking care of our children, taking care of our society, taking care of our neighbors, taking care of our food, our cattle, our life. That's what they wanted to kill. They wanted to kill our humanity. The very thing, the very fabric of the essence of our creation code is humanity. And that's what they wanted to kill. See? And that's what still, like, is shocking people or something. It's not shocking at all. They are shocked you know the truth. They are how can you be shocked? How could you be shocked? They are shocked. You been knew this, collective. Emperor, that's why the Emperor energy keeps coming out. See? Because they want to make it seem as if you're just charming. Emperor, divine masculine. They just want to make it seem as if you just have that gift of gab. You could just talk. All you do is talk. That's what it is. All you do is talk. That's the energy they're sending you. Like, make it make sense. Make it make sense. How is it even reaching you? That's the fact. How is it even reaching you, Emperor? Yeah, through emotional withdrawal. So they might try to. So these energies might try to seem as if their people are withdrawing their emotions from you. That's not true. Okay? Yeah, the Lovers. Because first of all, how are you feeling people withdraw their emotions from you? How would you feel that? You know what I mean? Only if you were empathetic, if someone else was trying to draw their emotions from you. But these energies don't have any emotions. You see why it's an illusion? They make it seem as if you're losing something when you're not. Yeah, that's the truth. When you're a divine being, sometimes when you feel something leaving you, okay, it's for a good fucking reason. Okay? Sometimes it's so that you can heal. Sometimes it's so that you can step into your purpose and destiny. Sometimes you need to step into your truth. Sometimes it's about you need to start practicing practicality. Okay? Yeah, sometimes it's about you healing your imaginations. I'm telling you. See? It's all about healing. All about healing. That's the divine plan, and God's plan is always it's excellent and it's ideal and it's perfect. Okay? Don't even see, Empress Energy, don't even try and test that theory. Okay? Don't even try and test that theory. Because yeah, these people are the illusion that they're giving themselves into. It's the snake eating its own tail. It's kind of, like I said in my last reading, it's pathetic. Not only is it pathetic, it's kind of disturbing. So that's why you don't want to look at it. That's why you don't want to see it. You don't want to hear it, because it's disturbing what the things that they do. Okay? They want you to see. They want you to hear. They want you to pledge to what they're doing. The experimentations, the studies, the violence, the trafficking, the money laundering, the money in general, just money in general. They want you to conform to that ideal by disturbing you with it. That's the form of fear and enslavement they're trying to do. So basically it's like, oh, it doesn't really matter if you have issues. Yeah, it doesn't really matter if you have issues or not. Like, listen, it does not matter. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter what you do. They know that you have a temple. You have a sacred temple that you need to take care of. And in the sacred temple, they're trying to put burdens in order to keep you in a state of delusion about some sort of partnership. Yeah, some sort of partnership with, they're trying to basically bind the collective to emotional instability when they are the reason that there is emotional instability. So now they are no longer the reason for emotional instability. And because they were trying to put this karma on us, there is now no more emotional instability. You get it now? That's the truth. Now there is no more emotional instability. Now there's no more bad karma. And now everything has been canceled. Yeah, Empress Energy. See? It's about decision-making skills. Okay? All right, y'all. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!